Hello, and this week we're looking at a really great subject to look at. We're looking at joy. I love today's psalm. It talks about all the reasons that people might be happy with God, or why the psalm writer is happy with God, and how he's going to react to that. Alongside today's psalm, we're looking at a part of the story of David where he brings the ark back to Jerusalem. Now, he doesn't just sneak it back in. This is a real moment of triumph for him. So him and 30,000 men bring the ark back to Jerusalem. They dance with all their might. They play instruments. It must have been the most amazing sight. So, whether we're thinking about celebrating like the psalm writer or celebrating like David, we're going to make a celebrating picture, a picture of men or women, if you'd like, dancing. So, step one. Now, you either need to get your craft kit or you'll need to make some things. If you've got your craft kit, you'll need your book and your glue stick out with some coloured pens and some scissors. And in your envelope of small bits, Beth, are you looking at this? In your envelope of small bits, you will find 3 men and 3 strips of paper.
Ooh.
If you don't have a craft strip, you need your 3 bits of paper nearly as long as the short side of your book, and your men a bit shorter than the paper.
Sounds good.
That's step 1.
Oh, good. All done already.
All done already. Step 2 is to decorate the men. Now, I've cheated a little bit here, just for the purpose of making the video a little bit quicker. And I've decorated 2 men already. So here we go. Don't forget, the most important thing is to make your men look happy. So I've got a great big smile here. And this one's going to have nice bright orange hair too. Okay, so we'll give him some eyes. Colour his face in. So you can decorate these people however you would like. It really doesn't matter today. So you might have them wearing different colour clothes. You might even make people who look a bit different to the ones in the craft pack. You might cut some different shaped people out if you want to. As long as they're about the same size, that's just fine. Okay, so we've coloured his face in. Let's give him a bit of a jumper.
Sounds good. Is that quick, rushy colouring?
This is not my best colouring, Beth.
It's all right. It's my normal colouring.
It's probably your normal colouring. Here we go. So, do you know what? I don't think this man minds what colour his clothes are. He is just so happy to be dancing before the Lord for whatever reason that he is happy. Whether he's dancing behind the Ark of the Covenant, or he's dancing because he just realised that God is good, or he's dancing because something fantastic has happened that's different this week. Right, give him some shoelaces, and that's step 2 done. So we've got our 3 men, and we can look at step 3. So now we need to get on to our strips. This is what's going to make our men 3D. So this is what you need to do to each strip. You need to fold it in half. Beth, you might want to look at this.
I have got it.
And
then fold it again.
The edges in. So you're going to have a piece of paper that looks a bit like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do that with the other 2. Fold in half. And just a sort of end
So you're almost like a
centimetre,
tab almost.
we are making tabs.
Fab.
So the end centimetre is being brought back the other way.
Anyone who's seen this before will probably know tabs quite well by now.
Yes, we've used a few tabs over the last couple of months. Okay, but with our craft kit we have glue sticks, which makes it a lot easier. So we're not going to cut bits of holes anymore. We can glue the tabs. So I'm just going to quickly glue all of those tabs, and I'll show you what we need to do with them. Okay, so the last part of step 3 is to stick them in the book, and we want them to stick on this foldy bit.
Yep.
So we're going to put it so it's like this. Okay, so
that's
you've
good.
Got 1, 2 and 3.
Yep. Then are we going to stick the men to them?
We are going to stick the men to these bits next. Yes, that's going to be step 4. So the first part of step 4 is to glue the men onto the strips. Okay, so I'm just going to glue their legs.
So the legs.
Them on.
All good, so they look like standing up.
So they look like they're standing up or dancing. Okay. And then we're just going to do a little bit of writing. Now I'm going to suggest what to write, but obviously you can write your own thing or you could draw instead. So I'm going to remember that we're thinking about David.
Yep.
And I'm just going to squeeze my men over the other way and write.
David and all celebrating.
First bit of writing, and then we need to, so we're writing this bit
At the top.
our men.
Yeah.
So if we pull these back up, you might actually want to write this before you stick the men in. That would be more sensible.
And
so
then
this goes above the men, and then below the men I'm going to write what I'm going to celebrate. So I
celebrate before the Lord.
Lord.
Because then...
Because, and then I've got to finish the sentence. So I'm going to write because Beth got good grades.
I did.
And I'm going to celebrate by drawing because I like creative celebrating, but you might draw by dancing or singing or something else. So here we go. We've got our celebrating men to remind us that David and all Israel were celebrating with all their might before the Lord, and we've thought about how we might celebrate before the Lord, and that is today's craft.